Hi, Sam Burke, Corporate Chef for Meat and Livestock Australia. And today I'm joined by Droulez, who's our Nutrition Manager here at Meat and Livestock Australia. Today, we're going to talk about the ambitious target the Australian red meat industry has to be carbon neutral by 2030. So what does this mean for food service? Vero, welcome.
Thank you, Sam.
So Vero, how can chefs make their menus more sustainable?
Well, Sam, it's all about sustainable consumption. The evidence shows that reducing food waste is key. Essentially, food that is not eaten is a waste of all those resources that was used to produce and transport the food.
So that makes perfect sense. So how can the chefs reduce food waste in their kitchen?
Funnily enough, portion size is the key to a sustainable diet. Eating the right amount of food is not only good for the environment, as we all know, it's also important for maintaining a healthy weight.
So Vero, as a food service professional, portion size is very important because it helps maintain the bottom line. Not only that, consumers are looking at healthier, smaller portions to maintain their lifestyle. So it's a win-win-win: health, environment, and profit. Vero, can you show us some portion guidelines of Australian red meat in menus for food service?
Serving portion sizes of around 100 to 200 grams raw weight per person is not only in line with the Australian dietary guidelines, but it's also the amounts that Australians typically eat in their homes. So for instance, when they're having salads, they tend to have about 100 grams raw weight. And when they have a steak, they'll have 200 grams raw weight. So really, if you can feature meals with these different portion sizes on the menu, then customers can choose amounts that they are used to eating and suit their appetite, and they'll be more likely to eat it.
So Vero, I've got some ideas. So say if you had a large steak, 350 grams, you could serve that to your customer and portion it at the table for two with some healthy sides. Other ideas is smaller bowls or plates to make sure that the dish looks fuller when you're serving it to the customer. If you're doing a carvery, for example, you can weigh the first portion out, visualize it, and then cut it the same way for the customers throughout the service period. And lastly, if you've got a selection of utensils and you're serving wet dishes, you can actually portion as per need with the size of the utensil to your food service customer.
Those are great ideas, Sam. As you know, I am passionate about serving customers healthier choices with beef and lamb. So I'm very excited to hear those ideas.
Well, thanks, Vero. You've inspired us here today with our presentation. We're going to do a grilled sirloin steak for two. We're going to follow it up with a power bowl featuring the rump roast beef. And then lastly, we're going to do an easy carved leg of lamb. And to finish it off, we've got our corporate butcher, Doug Piper, who's going to show us how to portion it. Vero, thanks for coming to Rare Medium Academy.
Thank you, Sam.
And you can find all this information and recipes on Rare Medium Academy.